exactly what this government will do.
I call the honourable member for Corangamite.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Industry. I remind the Minister that this is a very difficult and challenging period for the thousands of workers involved in car manufacturing in my electorate of Corangamite and across Australia. How is the government working with industry to implement a plan for growth, identify new markets, new global markets and maximise future opportunities?
I call the honourable Minister for Industry.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and can I thank the member for Corangamite for her question and also comment on her extraordinary hard work in the short time she's been the member for Corangamite. She constantly represents her electorate with vigour and with enthusiasm.
Those on my left will desist.
And, Madam Speaker, with positivity, because she knows as much as anyone
the member for
challenges.
Wakefield. The Minister will continue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. She knows as much as anyone in this House the challenges that face industry in Australia, and this government recognises that. We recognise that it is an extraordinarily difficult time. We know that as a result of the announcement yesterday, the face of industry in Australia will be changed forever. But this transition has been coming for some time, and no one on that side of the House can deny that fact. We are in a competitive market. Our dollar has been high, and this government, from the day it was elected, began a broad, considered response to the industry needs in terms of increasing the value of its production and moving it to areas where we are competitive, rather than producing a commodity in a world market where we simply are not able to compete any longer.
The member for Gellibrand.
We've set out, Madam Speaker, to review the economies of both Victoria and South Australia, and that process has already travelled some distance. And in fact, I was, as you know, in Victoria 3 weeks ago and South Australia last week. We have established a $100 million growth fund to ensure that development goes on in the wake of particularly the closures of Holden. We have established a national competitive industry innovation agenda led by the Prime Minister, along with the Treasurer, along with the Minister for Foreign Affairs and the Trade Minister. And we do work towards transforming Australian industry, but with a precise and measured approach. What we've seen from those opposite in the past, in the last 6 years, is chequebook diplomacy. See a problem, rip out the chequebook, throw money at it, knowing full well that there's no solution coming from any of that.
The Minister has the floor.
The changes in industry have been going on for some time. What we need to do is make sure we address the issues that are there. Not attribute blame, not lament, not say this is a catastrophe. This is a challenge, and Australians have a record of rising to that challenge. We need to use our innovation. We need to use our wit. We need to make sure we provide opportunities for the workers, not only of Toyota, Holden and Ford, but for all Australian workers, that we are transitioning this economy to something that's sustainable.
I give the call to the Honourable the Leader of the Opposition.
Madam Speaker,